Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Aries, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link and my official Instagram, both listed in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. Aries, I hope that you're doing well. I'm going to be using 3 decks for your reading today. The first one for the overall energy will be from the Wild Unknown Alchemy deck, and at the end I'll read from the book. I'm going to pull one also from Stephanie at House of Scrying, her I Scry Scrolls, the Old Soul Oracle deck, to get another aspect on the reading. And the tarot will be the Way Home Tarot, which is a deck I have not used in a while. The cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Aries, messages do you have, please, for Aries? Wow. About 10 cards came out. I cannot take 10. Sorry, this is kind of a weirdly shaped hexagonal deck. Oh, there we go. Okay. So sometimes it's hard to shuffle, but one came out really beautiful. I don't know that I've ever gotten this in a reading. I've had this for a few years now, this deck. Number 2, which corresponds to the High Priestess card in the Major Arcana of the Tarot. That's Pisces energy. Very psychic, intuitive energies, spiritual energies of a person, representing a person that sits at the veil between worlds. Knows all, says nothing. And the card that you got is Luna, which is also the name of one of my cats. Moon, which very much is in keeping with the High Priestess energy. And I love how the hand is outstretched here holding the moon. It's like, it reminds me of the aces of the tarot when Spirit has their hand outstretched and says, "Here, Aries, a gift for you." It's almost like part of the gift that they want to give you now is the mystery. The moon represents mystery, secrets, illusion, confusion. But they're not giving you the moon to confuse you. It's almost, thank you, Spirit. It's almost like they're giving you the moon to give you an advantage. As in providing you with a way to be mysterious, and in so doing, providing you with a way to be alluring. Like when people are mysterious, not in a creepy way, but just in a mysterious way. If they're super private or quiet, but you can kind of tell that they're paying attention. Those people are very alluring, and it's almost like there's a question mark over them, and people are drawn in. They want to know more, and that's what I'm feeling. It's almost like I want to know more. What does the moon have to reveal? But Spirit is giving you this as if it's a gift. So if this has to do with relationships, like if you are starting to date at this time, it's almost like saying that you'll inspire somebody to draw closer to you if you don't reveal all your cards. Same in business partnerships or business dealings. This is not to say that Spirit is encouraging any kind of awkward deception. It's not about that. I'm not talking about deception. I'm not talking about pulling the wool over people's eyes. Deception, deceit. That's not what I'm picking up on, because the I don't know why, but this this feels like a gentle energy. Even with this very sharp edges here, the whole thing feels very gentle to me. Maybe because I think of my cat Luna, and Luna's she's very anxious, but she's also very gentle and very soft. And so this is talking about the subtleties, and that might not be something that is a quality that Aries goes to. I would not say or associate Aries with the word subtle, but this is where it becomes a gift, because maybe you're flexing a different kind of muscle, and instead of just coming in and blurting out everything, not that I think you're like this, I'm just using it as an extreme example, like kind of Kramer bursting in the door and announcing his presence. It's like Aries is gonna maybe slip in the back and take a seat in the back row and just observe. And then all of a sudden people start to say, hey, Aries is sitting over there. Oh, I wonder why they're sitting in the back. Oh, what are they doing here? You know, kind of, because now they're singing, Spirit is singing or playing the song by Bonnie Raitt, right? Let's give them something to talk about, because I hear the people are talking about people. I hear the whispers, like that song. So the moon also controls the tides. So it's almost like in its mystery, in your mystery, you can shift the tides of a room, a concept, turning the tides, shifting the energy. You kind of get the gist of what I'm saying here, right? Very powerful, but it feels certainly like a gift from Spirit. So something is going to come to you like a download or something. You're going to feel an inspiration, but that inspiration is going to come, and everything is going to be subtle. It's like you're going to instinctively, because we're talking about the high priestess energy here, you're going to instinctively know what your next move should be. And that next move, dare I say, is going to be very subtle. Let's get a card from the Old Souls Oracle for Aries. This is for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Ooh, okay. All right. So the great thing about these cards is that you can kind of interpret them any which way, because they're like Rorschach paintings. So this is your image here. I'm going to scry into it, meaning we're going to kind of look into it to kind of glean things that feel representative or symbolic. Well, so right off the bat, I see two torches lighting the way. It's almost like two torches on either side of a grand entrance. The whole thing at first, when I first saw it, and you can look at it different ways, but I'm choosing to look at it this way. Okay, Spirit. Does Spirit want me to turn it over? Okay, Spirit, I guess, wants me to turn it over. I don't know if that feels quite right, but I don't hear any other objections, so okay. So if I see these as torches, right, then now it seems like they're like booster rockets, like a spaceship kind of going, kind of lift off. Spirit just said lift off of the Space Shuttle Endeavour. I don't even know if that's an actual space shuttle. Is that a space shuttle? Space Shuttle Endeavour? Should be. If it's not, I'm very sad that I don't know this answer, because I love space. Clearly not enough. But anyway, this is what I hear. Liftoff of the Space Shuttle Endeavour. So it's talking about your endeavors, right? And everything feels kind of spacey, right? This deck, by the way, it's the alchemy deck. So usually the cards that come out are all like minerals and chemicals and whatever. It's very rarely is there any kind of luminary or planetary body. So you might have a fascination with space. So I hear lift off of the Space Shuttle Endeavour. So it's something about your endeavors. This feels like dragon's breath. Dragon's breath up here. Kind of like a, I mean, very much in keeping with a fire sign, but this subtlety that you're trying to achieve, it's almost because you know, with the dragon's breath, you know that your words have power and that they can potentially be overpowering. So it's almost like you're saving that dragon's breath for something else. Right? So sometimes when we need to channel something like aggression or anger or just this pent-up energy, some people do it destructively and others don't. So immediately I have a person in my mind, a coworker, who, this guy, I have never in my life seen him upset. He is truly one of the nicest people, and it's genuine. Like, you know how sometimes people are nice and you're like, are you for real? This guy is genuinely himself, a very authentic person. And I asked him the other day, I said, do you ever get mad? And he goes, no, not really. And I'm like, yeah, because I've never seen you ever get mad, and I'm sure you've had reason. So it's like, where do you channel all that? And without missing a beat, this man said Muay Thai, like Muay Thai boxing, which is very athletic and aggressive, dare I say violent. I mean, it's boxing, it's going to be violent. He goes to the gym and he trains Muay Thai. Not for the weak and not for the timid. And that's where he focuses. I mean, when he said that, I was just like, I love you even more. You're just so amazing. You're just an amazing person. But what an incredible thing out of somebody I wasn't expecting it from, to be honest with you. And so this is what the Spirit's giving me, that person specifically, to remind me of this channeling of this hot energy into something that allows you to lift off, allows you to propel yourself forward. Because now they're showing me the Chariot card in the major arcana of the tarot, something that will catapult you forward quickly. So I see that here. Right here with this red here, I see a bow tie. Bow ties always remind me of my uncle, my beloved uncle in spirit. His name was Good Luck, and that was his name, because I'm Asian and we have a million names, and that was one of his names. And I love him very much, and he's with me every moment of every day. Like, he's my spirit guide, and he's always with me. But anyway, I see a bow tie, and when I think of a bow tie and I think of my uncle, I think of spirit guides. And so therefore I'm thinking of your spirit guides, that your spirit guides are almost traveling with you. Like if you're in this rocket, the Space Shuttle Endeavour, if you're in this rocket ship and you're taking off, your spirit guides are right there with you. Like they're in the co-pilot seat for Aries. Right? I see this, if we're gonna go with this ship theme, this kind of dark green, it's almost like your cargo, because now they're showing me like a car that has bikes and fishing rods and kind of outdoor activity things that are attached to the roof, but they're here, they're on the side. So it's like this cargo, not baggage. And Spirit wants me to be very specific about the words that I use. It's not baggage, as in all this baggage that you're carrying with you that's weighing you down. No, it's rather, it's cargo that you're taking somewhere, that you're using, it's useful. And it's almost as if whatever is happening in this center area, which feels like heart chakra, it's almost like when you get to your destination, it's almost like I see this as a doorway, and it's just kind of opening up to reveal the heart chakra. Like you're going someplace where you can, at some later time, reveal the inner workings of your heart. So take that as it resonates. Maybe it's the moon. I'm going to get 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier, past, present, future. And I just have to stop. The 1 card came out. I have to stop. It's your card, the Emperor, number 4 of the major arcana. Aries energy right here. You showed up in your own reading. How outstanding. 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier, past, present, future. At the end, I'll pull a card of advice from Spirit. I am only taking uprights in this reading. Ooh, a lot of, wow, okay. All right, very good. In the past energy, we start with major arcana, the only major arcana so far through the tarot, which is your card, the Emperor. And we can see here, even though this looks like a brain, it also looks like a walnut. The inside of a walnut, the walnut flesh. Walnuts are good for the brain. You know, Demi, okay, so Spirit is talking about all the ways in which the material world replicates, imitates, synchronizes with itself. And isn't it something to indicate to us that walnuts are good for our brain health by making it look like an actual brain? Isn't that something? And Spirit wants me to say, isn't that something? And to look at all the ways, look at all the things around you that are imitating, small things that are imitating bigger things. Small synchronicities that represent larger concepts. That seems to be very important to you. And that you're recognizing the pattern. You're understanding very clearly the pattern that is being created, perhaps in your own life. And from the seed, something really spectacular grows. It has a firm foundation. Like, for some reason, this tree doesn't feel like it's going to fall down or go anywhere. It feels really solidified. Intelligent, obviously. The Emperor represents the power of all 4 kings of the tarot. It's I call it the ultimate divine masculine. Somebody who is a go-getter, aggressive, a leader, a CEO, runs an empire, is in charge of others, doesn't wait for anyone to tell them what to do. They're leaders, so they instinctively know, or through experience, they know what to do. It's clarified by the Mother of Swords, or the Queen of Swords. You can see how she's icy cold. The sword suit is often associated with kind of discernment and coldness and shrewdness, directness. So there was something here in the past where not only were you fully embodying your own power, but you were very no nonsense. You were looking at the truth of things. You were questioning if other people knew the truth of things. You had a wicked sense of humor all the while, because the Queen of Swords is known for her wicked sense of humor. And people could have commented about that, like how witty you are. I'm thinking something. I can't repeat what was said, but I was watching a reading with Jess Puckett. I think her channel is called The Chaos Witch. She's amazing. She's incredible. I've been so fortunate to get a personal reading from her, and she's like amazing. And she's like a brainiac. She's so smart. But she said, I'm sorry that I'm not going to repeat it, but she said something so, so surprising and so cutting in a reading that she did recently. And she talks very fast. And when she said this one statement, she was describing a man who was taking liberties, shall we say, bedroom liberties, without protection. We'll put it that way. But her turn of phrase, because she's so smart, she's a Gemini, her turn of phrase when she said it, almost, it was so fast and so cunning and so sharp that it almost like kind of verbally slapped me across the face. And it wasn't even about like me as the viewer. She was talking about somebody else. And I was just like, damn, like, how did that even come to you and come out of your mouth, and for you to say it just with such cuttingness. I don't even know, again, it's and I'm bringing that up because there's something that you could have said recently that just cut straight through. It just cut the paper. The knife was so sharp that it cut a slice of paper cleanly, which you wouldn't think that it would be hard to cut a slice of paper, but you need a very sharp knife or sword. And this is what I feel, that somewhere in your past, you were just in such a level of power, almost to the point where no one could question you. And it could have been just with your words, just like with Jess. It's one of those things where it just like, it almost hurt a little. Not hurt, it didn't hurt, but it like cut, but it wasn't even directed at me, but it was just so, it was so brazen. And I've been watching her for like 6 years, and I never heard her say something quite like that. It was purely channeled, you know? She channels so adeptly. So I mean, maybe that's what you were doing. You had to tell somebody what for, and maybe you were just channeling, you were just focusing all that energy from spirit, and zoop, it just came right out of your mouth, right? I don't know why spirit's harping on it. Maybe they got you in trouble a little bit. I'm gonna pull a clarifier for this past energy. Recent past for Aries. Can you clarify? Thank you. Ace of Swords. Nope, you meant what you said. Nope, it was channeled for you too. Ace of Swords. Remember I said the aces are gifts? Because the hand of spirit is extended. The hand of spirit is extended here. The epiphany, the breakthrough, the blade of truth came in. it was with the adeptness of this feather. It was almost like it looked like a feather but came through with a sword. It had the appearance of a feather but came through with a sword. Damn. Kind of amazing. Don't want to be on the other end of this, whatever this was. This is your past energy. You will know. The first thing that comes to your mind, you will know what it is, Aries. Where we are in the present, there's a little bit of a reprieve from the brash, brazen energy of the past. Why? Because we have the Mother of Cups, Cancer energy here. Like, just arms open, nothing to hide, nothing to, just offering the cup of love. Even the colors are so pastel and pleasant. Mother of Cups, Queen of Cups. Really generous, giving, empathetic. It's almost like maybe you had to cut somebody out, and now that you've done that, you have peace. And because you have peace, you have space and place to offer, right? We're going to open up the heart chakra here, and now we can offer love. The love we've been meaning to offer for so long. The love of others, the love for self, the love for our endeavors. It's all right here, and so beautifully clarified by the Father of Cups, the King of Cups. This is a divine match. This could be you and a significant other, a partner, two equals coming together. This is my Still Waters Run Deep card. Still Waters Run Deep here as well. Father of Cups, this is Cancer, this is Scorpio energy, and you had Pisces here, so a lot of water sign energy represented in your reading today, Aries. This is a beautiful partnership. Even if this is just you yourself, you've come to this place of balance in the heart chakra. How you show love, how you receive love, it's all in balance. Very beautiful, very calming. This is your present energy. What is it? Is it directed towards somewhere, all of this beautiful love? Can you tell us more about it? Thank you. Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So it's more directed, as we can see here. There's seeds being planted. So this Mother of Cups, Father of Cups energy is being directed indeed to an endeavor. So not so much person. I mean, the beneficiaries of these endeavors could be your family, your friends, your soul tribe. But right now, Spirit is telling me that you're pouring your heart into something that means a lot to you, that you're cultivating, you're planting seeds. Yes, you may be questioning a little bit. Is this the right move? Seven of Pentacles is always a little bit of questioning. Is this the right move? But I want to say it is, because this looks new, right? That this, if you've ever gardened, sometimes you have to prep the soil, you know, especially if you've never placed a garden in a particular place in your yard. You have to prep. You have to get the roots out. You have to like get all of the rocks and maybe put some new soil down, turn the soil to make it healthy. And so this looks like new soil to me. So I feel like this is a new endeavor. So it's not like you're going to be like, maybe you would be saying, am I doing the right thing? But you're doing it anyway, which is very much, very, very much in keeping with an Emperor energy. Yeah, I might question it for a second, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because ultimately, you think it's worth it. That you might have to wait a little bit for the outcome. Tend to the plants, tend to the seeds, watering, making sure it gets sunlight, but ultimately you believe in it. And so you're putting your whole heart and soul into it at this time, which is really nice. in the potential future, we're letting go, I think, of things that no longer serve us. 5 of Cups, 3 spilled cups, 2 remaining. 5 of Cups can be a little bit of melancholy, right? So we go through these ebbs and flows, right? Just like the tides, ebbs and flows. And in your near future, I feel like there's, okay, Spirit is giving me the scenario where it's kind of like somebody might be questioning your investment choices, and you may have to distance yourself from that person or group of people who aren't pouring into your cup. And do you remember when I said, you know, this could just be representing your energy? It feels like it's right here. That sometimes it really sucks when we've been independent for so long and we just wish that we could have some outside support. When that support doesn't come, it's massively disappointing. And still we carry on. Because, you know, at least we have enough love for ourselves and belief in ourselves that we can still maintain our composure, maintain our stride, even if it's alone. And so that's the message that I'm getting with that card. It's clarified by the 10 of Wands, right? Burden, the card of burden. All of these matches are spent. Everything's done, and it's almost like now, like imagine if this is like a table, you're just like putting all this into the garbage. We're just kind of wiping all of this away now. And we're gonna start fresh. And it feels a little bittersweet, but you're going to have enough momentum to kind of start your own, ignite your own engines, as it were. We get a card of advice from Spirit for Aries. Oh my God, I could not. Spirit gives you the exact card that you need. They don't make mistakes when I pull cards. They don't make mistakes when I pull cards. Thank you so much, Spirit. Man, your spirit guides are so... take this as a confirmation that your spirit guides are so... they're right with you. They're right there with you. Remember when I said they're right there? They're in the co-pilot seat with you. This proves it to me. From the 10 of Wands, you go back to the Ace. This... I'm so stunned. Even after all this time, when something like this happens in a reading, it still stuns me in the best possible way. And look at this triangle energy here. You see it here? Isn't that incredible? I mean, it's just incredible. You have a triangle here. You have a triangle in your cover card. That's incredible. This is incredible to me. Thank you, Spirit. Ace of Wands. Divine spark, inspiration, the catalyst to ignite what's going on here. I kiss this card for Aries. How it just, I don't know. It just like, don't worry about this energy, Aries. Whoever you have to leave behind, don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. You have bigger fish to fry here. Man. Ooh. Ooh. Doesn't that feel just like sexy? It's so amazing. It's so amazing. Let's read from the book for Luna, the moon. Mystery, receptivity, intuition. The moon represents the mother of all mysteries. Once a month, it slips into the full spotlight and then quietly disappears, only to initiate the cycle again, gifting us with the message of impermanence. The moon reminds us that we are in constant transition, a continual process of letting go. It is the yin principle, one of listening rather than speaking. This card may indicate a time of rest and restoration is in order, or that a new depth of spiritual practice calls. Dreams and memories may be especially vivid. The gates to the liminal realm have opened. The alchemist's task is to be receptive to its message. Be patient. Be patient, though, as the moon speaks in the language of symbols and deciphering. Its messages take time and receptivity. Magic is afoot. Sink into it, sweet child. That's amazing. I love that for you, Aries. Aries, that's your reading. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Aries.